Media manipulation techniques and hidden agendas. In a world dominated by rapid information flows, the media has become not just a channel of transmission, but an instrument for shaping reality. What we perceive as objective information is often the result of carefully orchestrated processes. More than a simple intermediary, the modern press has the power to create consensus, influence collective emotions, and steer social reactions. In this context, it is essential to understand the mechanisms by which our thinking can be subtly directed. The media uses a wide range of techniques to influence public perception. Framing. The way information is presented determines how it is interpreted. The same event can seem threatening or benign depending on how it's framed. Headlines are often constructed to elicit immediate emotional reactions. Agenda setting. The media doesn't tell you what to think, but what to think about. By selecting dominant themes, it influences public priorities and omits truly essential topics. Thus, topic selection becomes a subtle form of censorship. Obsessive repetition. A message repeated constantly becomes truth by sheer ubiquity. Thematic campaigns, repeated news stories, and propaganda disguised as entertainment are frequent examples. Emotional language, alarming news, harsh terms, and shocking images induce panic or outrage, which inhibits rational thought and triggers instinctive responses. Fear becomes a tool of silent governance. Media manipulation is not a myth. Programs like Operation Mockingbird, conducted by the CIA in the 1950s to 70s, aimed to infiltrate the press and steer public narratives. The book Manufacturing Consent by Chomsky and Herman details how economic elites control public discourse through institutional filters. Other sources, like reports from the Tavistock Institute, analyzed how collective reactions can be shaped via mass media and social psychology. Media manipulation is not always just about selling products or increasing ratings. Control of collective thought, shaping opinions to support a certain ideology or political agenda under a veil of democratic consent. Justification of security measures, creating a common enemy to introduce restrictions that would otherwise be rejected. This mechanism has been evident in multiple international crises. Division of society, promoting polarization on social issues to prevent solidarity and collective action. A divided society is easier to control. Redirection of values, replacing reflection with sensationalism, and knowledge with superficial entertainment. This leads to a passive society dependent on external curated stimuli. Not all media operates with malice. There are dedicated journalists, independent platforms, and alternative channels fighting for truth. However, economic pressure, reliance on advertising, ideological bias, and self-censorship create an environment where truth becomes increasingly hard to distinguish from propaganda. Without discernment, the news consumer risks becoming an echo of external agendas. Media literacy becomes essential. Verifying sources, spotting manipulative patterns, understanding psychological mechanisms, and diversifying information channels are crucial steps toward regaining clarity. Every conscious choice in front of a screen becomes an act of personal freedom. Peace in the heart and clarity in the mind.